You know, I'll be the first to point it out. I definitely won't be the last. Shot from Hype, connecting. Got to be careful for these scouts, mate. They do a lot of damage.
Yeah, forced investment back in for this CT side. Alternate attacks congregated down towards A ramp at the moment. That's going to be a highly contentious point of action right now here on Vertigo. Veghead's just tucking himself in down towards this tarpaulin. You can see the odds. Prospects, but Veghead swings in. The odds will definitely not in his favor as Spinny will actually get the trade out.
Yeah, has to back away here. Scout free towards site. Molly, smokes, everything lobbed in. They are just going for the forward-facing execute. All three players from the Prospects getting ready to try and pitch out onto the site. Utility at the masses, and well, those two smokes blocking all vision. 00 Prospects might be thinking about dipping away here with all their armor and all their utility, but Spook tries to go through and he'll be punished by Speedy.
They are looking at him. These scout tags could be the difference maker because the MP9 can just churn them up. Franson's found the double, and suddenly now Perks and Orzek have to do it all.
AK at least scoops up Franson. You're going to hear the noise of pulling off the bomb, the sap. It's distinct, and it's one that actually finds him a frag. Perk sticks around a little too long, and now it's Orzek in the clutch. It's not stuck this time. It's another tap, and he knows he's not going to be baited. The Greek player wants blood. Mike starts to stick as he drops the diffuser. Is there enough time? And Orzek, he only kills one, but he takes them both down. That's the second round on the board for alternate attacks, but it is a narrow margin that they do not want to be fighting again. In deep to clear him, and then Franson's going to hold the angle, and then this is such a slightly crossfire. There's 28 seconds left. They've got to get a move on, and a smoke's deployed. Franson decides to swing out and find the first. A second frag not found from Perks. Bopek will swing out with the MP9, and that round has gone as swiftly as it could have for the 00 Prospect side. It's 4 kills for the side of the Prospect. Alternate attack only coughing up a single one, and it was Slacks that found the first, and it's Orzek to get dropped by Franson as well.
Be careful that he doesn't get caught off guard.
Nice shot from Orzek. Slacks another down to 3 here. The Prospect Spooky thought he had good timing, but Slacks does the one better and slides out in a perfect opportunity. Backs are turned. 2 versus 5. Alternate attacks. No power with pistols, but plenty of responsibility to get a third with the rifle, and they do indeed convert. Really well played, and I mean, if they can save these rifles, it's a bonus. As I said, they were building up their economy, but at this point, the round's already gone. They're going to be drafted into round 6 with very little brought forward from the previous.
There's a key word you mentioned in the first round of play that we covered, and it was proactiveness from alternate attacks. Slacks has represented another clean example of it. Franson won't even his throne with a specific purpose. Perks now boosted up and over. Bob XD actually wins out the fight. Immediately traded over. And that's a little bit of space gathered over towards the B stairs. But look at the response. Rather than pushing the issue, this T side is sitting all the way back. They're waiting for this CT side just to overstep the mark.
Slam the brakes. We always talk about teams, you know, discipline in the mid-round. Do you want to attack a site based off of a first kill? Do you not want to? Like, what's the shout? See here, Hype. Trying to take every angle with the AWP and one by one clearing them out. A smoke thrown. Actually, there is someone on gap here. The molly forcing them away. Orzek can't go through. He will indeed opt to run right through. It was his teammate's molly, so they'll hear it tick for a little bit, but ultimately, they've got lane control. Hype a couple of these players, but still, the bomb's yet to go down. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. Speedy's going to go for it. He's so exposed to the headshot angle. No one's going to push him. Freeze will find the first. Orzek a second, and alternate attacks walk away with a man advantage, despite having no time.
A good kill, though, back from Hype. Freeze gets eliminated, but there's an immediate trade. Surgehead now thrown into this 1 versus 1, and Slacks could do it. Could pull a clutch out, and he does manage to convert the spray.
Brimming with the CT investment. Still an A1S gamer personally. I just enjoy the gun a little bit more. But, you know, definitely the trade-off is there. Orzek is just going to allow Hype to walk in crosshair. Taken, doesn't expect man. Overstep the mark a little bit. The out. Freeze looking for damage, and well, it will cough up a frag, so the man advantage still settles. very much in favor here of this T side. But again, 00PROSPECTS, they want trades, they want opportunities, and Slack this time for York, way too in the open.
But look at this from FaZe, not one but two. Svejahead thrown into another one of these clutch scenarios. Good for the first, but how many more can he possibly muster up? Second guessing himself as well, because the prospects over-rotated to try and reinforce this bomb site. It puts doubt in his mind, and currently, that's the wrong decision, because alternate attacks have not moved a muscle. They're waiting once again, but as this clock ticks on down, if they just keep pumping the brakes, Svejahead could be an unknown entity as he's already in the back lines very fast.
Ahead from behind. Do alternate attacks see into this play? Do they make the read that the flank is going to be so soon? Well, it should just be a 1-for-1, but no. Not
to the round apartment, they've now got 4 over on the prospects, and BobXD is scratching his head, wondering how he's going to defend against B. That grenade looked like it would do a lot more. But unfortunately, not quite. There's so many boosts being deployed by alternate attacks. Oh, it might not matter. BobXD, in fact, only just gets one. Franson looking to try to repair the damages, but can't quite manage it, so will escape.
He's just thinking about lobbing in the entry flash for Perks here over the white box and give himself a bit of a chance. But actually, oh, I like this. Juggling the util down. And ultimately, that's going to give him a bit more space to work with. You know, it's up to his teammates from down below to throw the utility. And, you know, if they're seeing multiple smokes coming down rather than from the stairs or from a close position like this, they're less inclined to believe that Perks has got an advanced position. Spook's not even thinking about it right now. He's holding the stairs. So Perks can walk through on good timing, on good steading. It could be a very open entry and a very open B site. But again, time is of the essence. Luke still jiggling. Molly's deployed. Flash out. Perks will walk into the guillotine of Franson. Also looks to the there's your second, there's your third, and Spook revitalizes this round. Slacks is good.
Everyone's basically here. They've even got a flank deployed by BobXD, so they know it has to be in towards this A ramp. In fact, he'll win out the fight. Spook being baited in, but in fact, alternate attacks just bully their way onto the bomb site. Suddenly, it's a 4 versus 2. Franson looking to go up and over, but his angle's being locked in, not only by the utility, but the crossfires being deployed on the bomb site. FaZe doesn't even allow him an opportunity to get a kill. And BobXD, who actually started the round all the way down below, has now got an impossible task to contend with. Going things right down again, Slacks allowed the room to try and maneuver a pick.
And I like this slower tone taken by alternate attacks, but they just don't want to walk into a stack. And, well, M4 from high, that is a ridiculous swing, but he's actually found himself another. Perks has popped up too. The AWP of Slacks just keeps missing, not hitting shots. 45 seconds, a 2v3, and it is in favor of the prospect. Speedy can't afford to lose this fight. And the AK just doesn't provide. It's Slacks against 3. He trades his AWP out. He's happy to give it up. Ultimately now he just wants to win this round, but he'll be greeted by a rifle. It's an AK waiting for him. It's BobXD that's patiently here waiting towards the default angle, and as he swings. Oh, Molly, BobXD, blind, didn't hear it, teammate didn't put it out, cooked. Maybe even burnt a little bit. Gotta hurt, especially after such a success in the previous round, Brandon, to lose an early man like that. Who's thinking about a mid-possession? Will actually be giving it perfect timing as Speedy backs up. He goes forward, Franson, he's spotted out. That's exactly what's going on. A dink through the wall. 43 points of health left on the rifleman. No utility drops out to try and flush him out even further. That's because aTTax looking on ramp, and a second kill found. Look at the HP bars of the remaining players. This isn't looking good whatsoever. Alternate attacks, lose against pistols, bounce right back on the full buy.
It's a save.
Gotta be.
Has to be. Get out of there. It's just these familiar things that alternate attacks can rely on. You're always good for an aTTax entry over towards A. And the utility this time over towards B was perfect. That pop flash on towards Franson just as the player in Perks jumps up. on the B stairs is everything. And now Hype just tries to hold on to this sniper. Nearly $5,000 worth of gear in the palm of his hands. Just as he resets away, I think there'll be just enough time for them to get out of dodge. There's still going to be a tricky save, especially with alternate attacks closing on the position. It's rough, but I feel like if you got that rifle decoy, it might be okay. Prospects have got to be careful so they don't give him an easy opportunity. Well, how about that? Completely through the wall. Hype makes the save. A tantalizing prospect, but that's actually giving away a lot of the ghost. They're not even looking at mid. It's not even consideration. Branson falls, and now BobXD is split between two angles. Freeze gets a multi-kill on the bomb site. It's open for business.
Punching in those digits, setting it down. BD, I mean, a late lurk to mid here, I'm not a massive fan of. I think he just needs to help his teammates out, considering Freeze is so low on HP. Orzek's kind of selling him in as well by playing so deep towards ramp. Edge ahead, wants to gut out mid in general. He's going to make steps, but look at this. I tell a lie. Speedy, what a flank this is going to be. I didn't like it whatsoever, but look at this. He has timing, he has patience, he has discipline. He was looking for a couple. One's enough. Hype now is distracted. Freeze will swing out, and it's a backstab from Plum.
Yeah, they do, and I tell you what, up close and personal with the Glocks could be difficult for the USPs, but flashbang of alternate attacks could be the prospect's downfall. Immediate trades, though, throws Perks into a...
Side, definitely not out of this round yet, Brandon. You know, Svedge ahead.
Oh.
Taken down, I was going to say, could be in trouble, and indeed, Slacks will find him.
Yes, Svedge head's removed. Really nice deagle work by Slacks. At least the SMG gets upgraded to a Galil, but it comes at a little bit of a cost. Hype now down to 11 HP. Perks trying to get up close and personal with this 5-7, and it can just be a really difficult one to deal with. Flashbang, perfect. Freeze sets Perks up for success, and that's the bomb dropped in no man's land. 30 seconds, they've got to commit, Brandon, or they've got to go for a save. There's no middle ground, there's no loitering, there's no lingering. They've just got to send it in. But look at the numbers, alternate attacks here on the site. Freeze another, a third in fact, nearly found. Branson low, and it's going to be good enough. 15 seconds, 1v3. Is it going to be good enough, though? Because he's actually found the first bomb in his pockets, and he will tap it. Orzek's going to make noise, baiting him out. Beautifully done. 5 seconds left on the clock, no chance to plant, and he's actually toying with him. Brilliantly done in this round by Orzek. He doesn't find another stab here, the T side. It's a force investment. Do I agree with it? No, but probably their only shot at staying in this game. Orzek straight through the smoke, no spooks number, and look at this, getting way too overextensive here on ramp. Yeah, looking to double his kill tally in the round. Slacks, honestly, a little bit isolated here. Will be helped out by this one waste. Now he can just peek, and does he spot the toes of Sedge ahead? Potentially not. But BobXD's crawled his way up on over this boost. Now Perks needs to be a little bit more diligent. Has called in this SMG for support. Is there going to be a flash here? No, but Speedy's going to clear his angles, but it doesn't matter. BobXD will fire off with the Deacon. Now goes one step further. Freeze at least is here to trade, but how many more can he keep finding? Will that be enough? Slacks is thrown into a clutch in which he can potentially achieve it.
That's so disappointing, man, that they go one by one like this into the round. Alternate attacks. They had the better weaponry. They just didn't need to take the fights. They just had to play for the clock, right? Play for the round. That's the whole point of Counter-Strike. Instead, it's one by one fights. It's duels taken, and it's the duels being won out by the prospect side. He knows where both players are here. Slack
In anywhere. Flashbangs exchanged. Both parties fully blind.
Minute left on the clock here, Brandon. Very, very slow yet again. A T side that doesn't want to take early control, right? I mean, no progression towards ramp, nothing towards mid. I mean, BobXD is really the deepest player here for the prospect side. Jump over the top. Now, I was going to say jumping over that is silly. He wins the fight out. Back turn. Flashbang just comes at the wrong time. Didn't get counted incorrectly, clearly, by the prospect side. I like the idea of trying to tee up. What a shot from Spooky, though. He's got more to do. Speedy's on the site. Oh, they're going to check him out underneath the smoke. Hype's got him covered. 4 versus 2. Make it down to 1. It's Slacks against the rest. This should be a 10th of the board for the Prospects.
It will be as well. We have to save. Look at the money. It is just not established at all for alternate attacks. And the Prospects, they are resilient. You don't count them out. I thought for sure that Spiddy was just going to tuck himself in towards the pocket by the smoke. Just wait and play the fade. Plenty of experience from that man. But no, this time he wants to be a little bit more proactive. Try and catch the Prospects off guard as they explode in towards the B bomb site. But it is to his detriment, as Slacks cannot find a thing. Might even be found on the way out, which would be such a huge loss at this late stage in the round.
One will go off. 3 survive for Prospects.
It's been so convincing on the T side. And as a result, just auto attacks, they just cannot get any headroom with this economy. As soon as they lose one round, they have to just eco. Fortunately, for the CT side, they're allowed an opening. Spooky will fall. But he's the least impactful player so far for this Prospect side. So honestly, if it's any player they want to lose, it would be him. Orp head-to-head falls in favour again of the young Swedish star. And Franson, look at how much real estate he's gathered in towards middle. He can lock off these rotates.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult, isn't it? Very, very difficult for them to try and get back into Prospects, especially with Franson being locked out of the B site. BD's Org knowing exactly what's up. Orzek having claimed a kill earlier in the round as well. Difficult. Very, very difficult now for this side. 0-0 Prospects to get back into. Svedge ahead, going to make wave towards ramp. BombXD here to join him. Let's see. Let's see.
Here come the smokes. Preventative measures being taken by Orzek, waiting for the sound of the bomb. And Freeze is even locking in this flank. It's perfect. Bomb will go down, but if anything, that's just an opportunity cost for alternate attacks as they go up and over. Svedge ahead, it's always his name. Always him to try and answer the call, but there's 2 players up high. And as a result, alternate attacks gets a much needed round on this CT side.
Indeed.
Swinger. Both sides of the coin. Heavy damage being done not only on towards Svedge ahead, but the AWP player as well. Spooky even catching flak. Worst case scenario right now for this T side. Slacks holding a wide line. Franson doesn't quite give him the opportunity. X-ray full be a little bit there. Instead, he backtracks down towards the ladder. Freezes deep position. That's the next potential point of contact.
Again, the minute mark met. 0-0 Prospects. Fortunate to not have lost a life, but definitely trying to get proactive in engagements and, you know, trying to throw up a fight. Not a bad one. Or is that going to get caught out? But through the smoke hype. I mean, nothing you can do to complain about his death there other than what a fortunate spray from Orzek. Now Perks is going to be set up to try and defend B. Problem is he's doing it solo. You know, if a single molly lands at his feet, I don't think he'll survive. I think he'll get flushed out and he'll lose his life. But then again, there's only a singular volley. Svedge ahead's going to have to throw it out. He's fine. He's so blind. Why would you swing? I do not know. But it's one that cost him his life. A molly towards default. Slacks is looking to try and hold things down. Holds the fort with the AWP. 10 seconds are left. Smoke's come on top of the barn. And Spook, does he have the time? 5 seconds and he will have enough to punch it in. Orzek's looking to deny. It's a great shot from Orzek. A 1v3 required for a Spook. A bomb plant, but no round. Prospects left gagging, hoping that they can find something, but left with absolutely nothing.
I tell you what, I really actually like the swing in towards.
Brilliant. Really sick frag from Slacks. AWP on the angle. Binds it. Now, Brandon, well, we tuned down very slow. 00PROSPECTS. Playing more contact than progression, right? They are just shifting all the way up, holding onto the little utility they have, hoping basically that they can get a site for cheap.
Yeah, for sure. One volley could really disrupt the defense as well. Spooky throws that one in towards short where two players currently reside. Look at the immediate response. See their downfall. Spooky is holding for it right now. Might be aware of Orzek, but definitely not ready for Spiddy.
Spook's now clearing out the angle. 00PROSPECTS have a sight. Shot Spook. Oh, nearly another.
Eliminated. They had a rifle there just supporting him in case. Looks to be a faster play out towards the B stairs. BobXD will find the opener. And Prospects look to swarm this bomb site early. Flashbang draining through. BobXD finds another. This could be the pathway that is exactly what the Prospects need. Slacks wants nothing to do with it. They're already saving, mate.
Done. 00PROSPECTS make the best out of the worst. Good damage done at least. Orzek. They damage. I mean, the gunshots are enough to kind of force Spook away. Doesn't exactly do a world of damage. But this is fine. Alternate attacks happy to give up a 12th. They've got a bit of a round buffer to work with here, Brandon. But 00PROSPECTS, that's really breathed life back into this game. This is really shone a light for them. A promise maybe that they can somehow make this one look a little bit closer. Orzek going to smoke off the ramp. I mean, Spook, right idea. The old back and all that spam in the chat. I mean, had the right spam.
Honestly, a necessity for alternate attacks. And Slack starts off the proceedings well. Save sniper, early kill.
Yeah, as you said, Slacks has been really potent on the CT side, not in terms of kill count, but sort of the success and the outcome of rounds that he's been killing people in, right? He's been finding important frags. That's the second round now with the AWP consecutively. He's found the opening frag. Orzek going to give it away. He doesn't really think about the repercussions of swinging gap, as Perks will collect a double. France and BobXD walk right into the guillotine of the A1S. Is this 15 for alternate attacks? You kind of feel like it is. Spook's going to swing right. He's not holding the angle, but Perks will find another. It's 3 in the round, and he's single-handedly shut down the hopes and dreams of a Prospects 13 here, as it is just hype, and Speedy will meet his demand.
Needed, and now France, the player I was just talking about, only on a Tech 9. Prospects, they got to do it the hard way, and they got to do it about the hero. In the previous round, they got it in as well. It's just all falling apart.
I mean, it had to, right? You knew they were standing on a glass floor. You knew that the time was up at one point or another. And it feels like a 3K from Perks was the final nail in the coffin. A France and 1v5 required to give Prospects map 1. They made a comeback look doable, but they drew the short straw.